minimizing charisma, maximizing intelligence, shooting someone in the crotch with a cannonball, thrust, propulsion. It's science-y.
Why you always gotta be blowing my spot up like that? There are my runes. There they are. I'm not mad. Science needs art and art needs science. They both need each other to function properly.
There are ways to figure out what the paper is really saying.
And then I'm ready to get on Twitter and yell at people about doing their own research on...
Oh, hold on there, sports fan.
Kyle Hill, everybody! He's the next generation of science communicator. I'm gonna be too old at a certain point to do those terrible things to my body, and it'll be up to you.
He's got like a lion's mane. This guy's amazing. Kyle Hill.
I'm Boo Rambo.
The universe is indifferent to you. Whether or not you have amazing hair, the universe doesn't care.
How are trees pushing past this pressure limit? Ah! Behold, my balls.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's gonna take me 3 days to get a referral for a new limb for Arya? What do you mean? Do you know how much money I... Yes, I'll hold. Yes. Yes. What's your name? Latiffany? Latiffany. I've been trying to get a replacement limb for Arya for conservatively 3 days. Yes, I'll hold. Yes, who's this? You know who I am, damn it. Replacement limb, Arya, model 623 - give it to me. I know, I was just yes, I'll hold. Yes, hello. Gregory, is it? What? Well, screw you too, pal. I'm telling... Oh, my bad. I guess just like a half cheese, half sausage, large. My address? Good luck. Deleted and forget my number, chat. Welcome. Welcome back to another Scientist Plays Fallout 4. A scientist dream game, the title might say. Happy to have everyone here. Thanks for being here, Derek. I'll greet everyone in just a moment. Chat, welcome, welcome. I am your Pip-Boy for the next couple of hours as we continue to science Fallout 4 specifically. We're doing so because A, there's a lot of science in it. It's one of my favorite game series ever. B, there's hype around it from Magic the Gathering to Amazon TV. C, a lot of you watch it. Sometimes it's just that simple. Chat, for the next couple of hours, you are going to join me on an excursion to explore, explain, and entertain you with everything underneath the stars and beyond. Chat, today I think we're going to do everything from turn a curious French robot girl into a human woman to help a cult go to space. It might not go so well. Happy to have everybody here.
But Kyle, by here, where do you mean?
Here inside the facility, of course, I sit here at my desk where I look where I'm going to drop the rods from God next. I'm thinking North Korea. Looking here at my monitor, welcoming everybody. Of course, my moderators, Le Bucket and Le Chomp Chomp. Thank you for being here. We have our regulars from the facility, Hillian, Dagon, who made today's thumbnail. Again, thank you, Dagon. Jezza, Jared Robinson, Derek, Liz Calvert, as always. Thank you, Liz, for the socks, by the way. We all enjoy them quite a bit. New facility gamer members, of course. Dagon. Hillian. Liquid Flames. Jade Lily. Looks to be a newbie. She says, I'm ready to get science to the extreme. I know what you mean, don't worry. Andrew Jones, and some newbies. Dustin, Andrew Jones, Linus Person. Ooh, no, you were in one of the last ones. Dick Mango. Gotta say, it's one of my least favorite fruits. Chat, of course, if you want to join what we do here every day at the facility, that's patreon.com/Kyle Hill. You can join us inside these hallowed walls. I mean, I guess they're not hallowed. We don't worship anything here. Except the process of investigation and objectivity and reason and me. Patreon.com/Kyle Hill. I mentioned that because all patrons today on Patreon and on our private Discord just got to see part 3 of my expedition Fukushima, my last planned video for my trip to Japan. It's a spicy one, and I hope it makes a point. It'll come out on YouTube maybe tomorrow, I think. But of course, all my staff gets to see it early. And of course, if you want to support us here, watching those videos, subscribing to either channel, and super chatting, as Liz always does. Liz with the 10. No question this week, just look twice to save a life. It's a reminder, be aware of motorcyclists. My dad should be moving to a PT facility by Thursday. Hope your dad has a swift and enormous recovery. I actually had a work trip to the Fukushima area in 2019, says Justin. Awesome. That is very cool. Love being a patron, says Knight of the Mirrors. Knight of the Mirrors! Who's the fairest knight of them all? You are, buddy. Thanks for being here. Jared Richards, welcome. Speaking of super chats, I have now I looked at the comments for the last stream, and I updated some streaming incentives since all of you didn't hate me doing different voices during the stream. Of course, our first donation incentive is for Australian, but then I updated the last two to Solid Snake and then to Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't want to do that for any extended amount of time, but I will. Lucky Lady says, my husband is a big fan. Can you give him a shout out? His name is Aaron. Aaron, I'm a big fan of your support. Thank you so much, buddy. Your wife is a nice person. Ashley, welcome. Does that mean we get Aussie now? No, that's going to start. Liz, let's before we get too crazy, why don't we show everyone where we're going today? Chat, welcome to the gaming wing of the facilidad. La facilidad. Bienvenido. Don't know if there's an S on that. Behind me, two 27-inch monitors times more than 2 to make them 75-inch monitors. See what you're saying, what we're playing. Of course, we're playing Fallout 4 today. Again, thank you to Dagon for this lovely thumbnail, as there is their wont to do. PS6 behind me, gamer chairs behind me. Don't try to sniff them. And no, I won't send you a swatch of them. Jezeboo. In front of me, two 27-inch curved OLED 4K monitors. You can't even get these, but they're split right down the middle because I can separate my eye muscles. That's why sometimes I miss shots. Aaliyah, welcome. Are we going to have... we aren't going to cover Fusion and Fission again, right? Oh, chat, if you haven't caught up with the last stream, the last 45 minutes of that stream, I get confused about how Fission and Fusion works. But I have since, because I had that confusion, that indicates to me that most people will have that confusion because I'm no dummy. And so once I also read on a website that that chart we were looking at is considered by some to be the most important chart in physics. And so I think I will make a full video on it. The most important chart in physics, and then it looks kind of esoteric, and then it's me talking about that. And then we're going to cut down the end of the last stream and be like, physics is easy, and then it'll be a supercut of me going like, oh my god, why can't I get this? Come on, do it. But chat, so for the next 3 hours or so, you and me will have an adventure in the Fallout universe. We are up to 220 science times. More than any other of our gaming series. We've also streamed this game more than pretty much any other game. But I'm fine with it as long as you are still here enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, then I'm not going to do it. We're up to 29 for the last stream. Hopefully we can bypass that today. But yeah, we'll do a full video on that. Because, like I said, if I didn't understand it, then I'm guessing that a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people in our private Discord, patreon.com/Kyle Hill, offered to explain it to me afterwards. I had actually found a good article by then that kind of explained it to me in terms I could understand, and in inverting certain facts and figures, showing me the mirror of whatever. I think there's some good explaining to do. But I mentioned the people in the Discord because who are offering to explain it to me, because we have actual working nuclear physicists and engineers in the facility. That's what you can get. Don't look at that private message. I didn't know that could happen during then. Boop, boop, boo. Da, 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 da. Great. Perfect. Looking at the chat, looking at the poll, the 100 votes, what are we doing first? We are, let me look at this monitor. Let me see it. Come on. We are making Curie a real girl. Great, because I have some things to say about Marie Curie. I've always I have trouble saying that. Infinity Lefty, welcome. But I have some things to say about Marie Curie because I think I said one or two inaccurate things about her last time. And if you don't know what I'm talking about or why I'm talking about that, too bad. Just kidding. This is Curie. Curie is a robot in Fallout 4, and her mission is just to do science. That's why I love her. But more so why I love her is that she's adorable and has a heavy French accent, because she's named after the scientist Marie Curie, the Curies. And so I'm going to drop some Curie facts on you before we start, I think. Kyle, I love the channels. I've learned so much, says Only King Gaming. Appreciate you, King. Here, you drop this. I just learned what that meant the other day. It means you're a king. I don't follow the trends, chat. So as you can see on the left side of El Screenbow, we have our donation incentives for Australian, Solid Snake, and Arnold. Oh my God, I don't want to do that. I really do not. Above me, Science Times, 29 last time. Let's reset that down to 0. Kyle, you've been a real influence on my family and I with critical thinking and science. Love from Oregon, says Infinity Lefty. I'd love to hear it. You honor and humble me by including me in your educational journey. I'm very familiar with Oregon. I love that place. Hope you're having a good time. Let's go. I'm wasting precious science time. Let me bring this down. Boop. Make sure the stream is silky. So chat, like I said, I'll get you up to date. But like I said, we're emphasizing science times. We're not, don't worry how much I leveled up off stream or how good my weapons are or the fact that I have a one-shotting melee weapon. Don't worry about that. What we're focusing on is bumping up that number there and learning, maybe even laughing together. We can eat, we can love, but we're not going to pray. Okay, so chat, this is Curie. Curie's a robot with a... Oh, I thought she had a human shadow. That would have been creepy. So this is Curie. She's adorable. I love her. Named after Marie Curie, of course. The first woman Nobel Prize winner. And the only person still to win 2 Nobel Prizes in 2 different fields. She was famous And she received those Nobel Prizes because she discovered 2 radioactive elements, polonium and radium. So the first was uranium, discovered by Henry Becquerel, Einstein #1. And that's why a unit of disintegration per second is the becquerel, for Henry Becquerel, or however you say it. And one way to look for this radiation was taking uranium ore and putting it against radiation-sensitive paper, like photosensitive paper. And then afterwards, they would take that photosensitive paper and it would look like kind of like an X-ray image. It indicated that something was coming out and interacting with this paper. But Marie found that there was some more activity coming out of some of the ore she was handling that couldn't be explained by uranium alone. And that's when she discovered both polonium, named after her home country of Poland, and radium, which is one of the most radioactive natural elements there is, and quite dangerous. Her and her husband suffered from radiation sickness all the time. And to this day, some of her working papers are kept in lead containers because her working papers are still radioactive. So for the discovery of polonium and radium, 2 Nobel Prizes, only person to ever get that in 2 different fields. She was a big advocate for, and people are mentioning the radium girls. Now, she wasn't necessarily an advocate for those gun sights and Undark and everything that we talk about. The inspiration for this glowing green color you always see related to nuclear and radiation stuff. We haven't even played the game yet. She was more so an advocate of using newly discovered radiation to help with tumors, because they also discovered that radiation would affect diseased cells more than healthy cells. And this was the beginning of the idea of using radiation to kill tumors. She even invented a tiny little car called a Petit Curie, a little Curie, which was a little car with a rudimentary X-ray machine in the back that could be used on battlefields to rapidly get X-rays of soldiers. Chat, you might say that even to this day, because some of the things that she worked with are still radioactive, that even to this day, her legacy is quite untouchable. Niels, hey Cal, should I keep a large radium source in my bedside? No. Radium is extremely radioactive. And super dangerous. You wouldn't want a large amount of radium anything. So what are we doing? We have Curie. Who am I? It doesn't matter. Let's start by making Curie a real girl. So I'm gonna bring this robot. She says, I can't get enough science done in this damn robot body. So she says, put me in a cute little human pixie cut manic girl body. And of course, I will say yes to this. So we're gonna take her to a doctor who does this basically brain dances from Cyberpunk 2077, and we're gonna input her consciousness into a human body. And that's a real...
Can we see the old steakhouse? Maybe they have the tourist brochure.
How can you not fall in love with this robot? And that's actually, Curie's concern is actually a real concern too, for like space exploration, for example. Why don't we send humans to do some of the work that rovers on Mars, for example, are doing? Well, it's much less safe and it's much more expensive. But there is a big difference in what a robot can do with their limited science armamentarium and what a human can do. Humans move faster, they have better appendages, etc., etc. And that has real advantages in doing science rather than having a robot do science. But if you're in a very dangerous place like the surface of Mars, maybe it makes more sense to have a robot do it. But what Curie is saying is that to do the kind of science that she wants to do with her little... I mean, look, you can't do a lot of good science with a buzzsaw hand and a gripper, okay? You just can't. So she needs to become more articulate in the hand.
Killed to be killed?
in the appendage region. Chompy, don't. Here's a robotics related question. Jet propulsion for the Mr. Handy Gutsy. In my opinion, Bethesda should have made them capable of hovering on water. This would be really loud. Right now, this would be super loud. Right now, it's not. And I'm guessing that's powered by some sort of fusion core or fusion reaction. But this would be extremely loud. That's a lot of thrust. Look at the little dust underneath there. I never noticed that before. That's a lot of thrust, and that'd be super loud. Buddha Bebop. Buddha Bebop. Welcome. Buddha Bebop.
I heard about your signal interceptor. Now that
I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to make my robot a woman that I can touch. Kyle, have you ever played New Vegas? Yes.
Doctor,
we have a
my
bunch of
friend
New
here needs
Vegas.
your help.
We have a bunch of New Vegas streams here on the Chan.
I'm not a mechanic. What could she possibly want from me?
Greetings, Doctor. I wish to download my data and core programming into a human brain.
You want what? Is she serious?
Curie has a lot of pre-war research data, but she can't continue her important work as a robot.
Why not?
There are fundamental limitations in my robotic systems. I have no capacity for the human trait of inspiration.
I've never considered anything like you're proposing.
How can you not love her?
It's an interesting problem. The memories wouldn't be hard. We translate those from the brain to computers and back all the time here. It's how the loungers work.
This is the poor man Shoria Gashly right here.
All the extra pieces of robotic programmed decision-making. A normal organic brain wouldn't know what to do with them.
Then put her in a synth, baby.
Brain, on the other hand, well, it's already somewhere between the two.
Positronic emitters and everything.
So it is possible then?
Likely, even. We just need a synth. And I may be able to help with
I have a brain-dead girl in my basement.
I've worked on synths before. Giving them memory. But the procedure isn't always successful. If something goes...
Just put her in a cute little body.
I'd like to try.
We just give me a day to get in contact with them.
I will stay with the doctor. Assuming all goes well, I want to be ready for the procedure.
Okay, Curie. I love you. Kiss. Kiss. Come back. I'm kissing you. Kiss. Kiss. I'll be back in one day.
But Kyle, just sit on the couch and wait a day.
No, that's inefficient. Let's get ourselves advanced on a I'm gonna clip that for the feds. The feds can't arrest me for kissing robots. It's not illegal. Is it illegal? Yeah, that's what I thought. No, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, can you look into that? Thanks. Sorry, I was just ordering some magazines. In the meantime, we're going to do this nonsense. So, the institute of which I'm affiliate with all the peoples right now. The institute wants to make a mess of the railroad to prove a point. But I'm going to tell all of them at the same time, oops, don't go to Bunker Hill, there's going to be a battle. And in doing that, they're all going to show up, but none of them are going to be hostile to me, and I will take all of their sweet guns and loot. When I did this the first time, Chad, I felt really smart. I was like, I'll play all sides, so I always come out on top. Be sarcastic to that courser. Yes, that was my favorite line I've ever heard in a Fallout game. Speed 8472. 8471 was taken. Welcome. Are synths a thing in all the games, says Hillian? No, but they are alluded to in Fallout 3. I think it's called the Replicated Man, that quest.
Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal
Look at that guy's haircut, Chad. He looks like he loves Jordan Peterson, huh?
interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight.
Look at this guy.
However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment.
Look at this guy. This guy goes to Hustle University for sure.
I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring the
Not gonna do that.
vital to the success of our mission on that tape.
Not gonna do it.
Part of your mission requires a bit of...
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care because I'm going to betray
Securing
you.
useful resources. That said,
I'm not gonna. No.
we're fairly certain.
No. Giving me big airsoft milsim vibes. That's
I'm
funny.
surprised that
Had I been in command, your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's...
Don't care. I'm trying to set you up.
Consider it done, Elder.
Very good.
Maxon is definitely a hater, this guy.
Just keep your mind on...
Right.
Good luck, Knight.
I have something urgent to report, Elder. The Institute is attempting to recover escaped synths at Bunker Hill.
How did you obtain this information?
Don't worry about it.
Our reconnaissance hasn't
Oh my God,
My hair, my ponytail's pulling on my head, and it's annoying me. You know what I mean, girls?
I have it on good authority. You'll just have...
Protecting your source, is it? Your report provides us with a goal. I'm placing you in command of this mission.
How?
Exterminate the synths
Yes.
at Bunker. I'll instruct
How
Kells to assign you the
convenient.
appropriate backup. Dismiss, soldier.
They have no idea. They have no idea, chat. Chat, wait, let me think of one more thing to say to this guy.
Systems all reporting back nominal.
You have your assignment, soldier.
Shut up, I'm trying to rib you.
Out.
Not like that. Damn it.
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance.
He caught me off guard, chat. He alpha mailed me, chat. I couldn't think of anything. What's it like being a Cowboys fan? I don't know. I'm a Packers fan. I'm from Wisconsin, so. How about them Cowboys, huh? Oops. Oops. Now to set up the railroad. Does power armor make more sense in a remotely operated robots? Is Venturific. Depends on the application, I suppose.
Up there, assume you're being watched.
Desdemona.
Desdemona.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes that you...
Yep, I've been there.
Crazy.
Just a second. I need to set up you and your scarf.
It's all true.
Deacon says you must feel justifiably proud.
Okay.
Eventually,
Sure.
the Minutemen will divide.
Sure.
But I doubt
Sure.
your
Yep.
soul.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Oh,
counting
bro,
on
that's
you
crazy, bro.
making his path.
Bro, that's crazy. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You
Great.
have no
Dude,
idea how
damn.
relieved I am.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy,
What I'm
dude.
about to tell you is the
This is my
most
first time
fruitful
actually
moments
watching
in my
live. This is
available
Hype, says
past.
Grim. Welcome, Grim.
It's time you learn about
Who has a
patriotism.
Deus Ex
There's a man,
avatar?
or woman, we're not sure. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. So you need to infiltrate the Institute.
Okay. Sure.
I'll do my best.
Whatever.
Excellent.
Damn, that's
We
crazy.
can plant a-
Oh,
Just see
Jeff.
Tom.
Oh,
You can
great. What?
proceed.
Woo. What? Crazy.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
Yeah.
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill.
Okay, I'm setting them all
Plan
up,
to
chat.
re-
The timing couldn't be worse. Maintaining
Okay, sure.
Stockton and
Yeah.
the synths are
Uh-huh.
dependent.
well
Yeah,
said.
of course. I'm gonna save all of these
With me
synths.
working the
They're
inside
not gonna.
end,
We
Yeah. Oh.
can't- You'll probably
Oh. Yeah. Crazy.
like you said. I've done
We're
it.
good.
It's a risk.
We're
It's the professor. Professor's back.
Professor's back, baby. That's right.
Bet you never met a synth before, Glory.
What? Glory's a synth? I didn't know that. All right. Time to execute our perfectly executed plan. Where I just get to walk around the battlefield while they kill each other, and we'll try to do some sciencing. Chat, if you're enjoying the stream, like El Streambo. Hope everyone had a great weekend. What day is it? Oh, it's Monday. Oh. Hope everyone had a good start to their week. Easy, girl. Easy. Easy, girl. Easy. That's right. There we go. Easy, girl. Easy. All right. That's all you have to say, usually. You just kind of talk them down. How small can you make a nuclear power supply, says Mikey? Cause, well, that's the main physics bending thing about this story, is that there was some advancement. There was some advancement to miniaturize nuclear reactors, whether it be fission or fusion. Right now, we can't do that because just the architecture you need to capture all that heat energy is large. Right now, we're using water and pipes and pressurized vessels, and we have to run that through turbines and run that through cooling towers and all that stuff. That's a lot of stuff. And just radiation protection. To have something that provides a lot of power means you have something that's fairly reactive and radioactive. And just being that, in a fusion core and Fallout, it's like this big, right? And so there's almost no shielding or distance between you and the thing. So I don't know how they're doing it. I don't even know if it's possible to do it.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, the line at the car wash was super long.
Get
Your
wrecked.
attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets are inside.
I've been working my Type 5.
Railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run. The situation appears to have escalated.
Just like we should escalate your hairstyle? Jesus Christ.
A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in.
Okay, let's kill him.
The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting.
Okay, so like I said, chat, I told everybody about this. I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit because it's gonna be loud for a second. So I told every faction about this, and now they're all gonna, I think, just kill each other, and I'm gonna scoop up all the looty loots. Yes. Yeah. Oh, nice move. Oh, you turn them into goo. How much energy would it take to turn someone into goo? I've roughly calculated that... Science time. Roughly calculated that if you wanted to vaporize a human, because of course I have, you take the energy required to turn 70% of a person's body weight into steam. Psh, vaporize. And that's about 1 to 3 gigajoules worth of energy. 1 to 3 giga means billion. Give me your stuff. Yeah. What I really want... Oh, my crotch. Oh. Yes, look at the battle. What I really want... Hey, buddy. Is, the railroad carries... rail guns, of course, because they're rail. You get it? So those are the things that I actually want. See, I've set it up so no one even suspects that I have masterminded this whole situation. No, don't, Zerberus. We kind of. I've heard that we kind of want to stay away from that guy right now, right? Because he has a lot of spicy, dumb takes. Hey, he's behind you. Now, the difference... What is the difference, chat? The difference between the blue and the red here would just be wavelengths of light. Wavelengths of light. No, wavelengths of light. So, why you can see a laser in the first place... Elon is a gigadouche? So, Elon is a gigadouche? Yes. What a wasted refrigerator-shaped mass of meat. So you can see lasers in the first place because they're collimated, which means that they all the photons have the same wavelength and frequency. They're all synced up. Usually, the light that you're using to see my face is kind of all over the place. It's not synced up temporally or spatially, in time or in space. So the wavelengths, if you just drew out the wavelengths of coming out of your light bulb, they'd be all over the place. But what a laser does is make sure they're all going the same direction in roughly the same tiny pathway and all have the same shape. Now, all having the same shape means that the color of those photons can really be amplified. When it's coming out of a light bulb, because it's all the photons all jumbled up, it looks like white. But if you were to sync them all up in a certain wavelength, you can get red, green, blue, all the colors of the rainbow. And so the Institute and the Brotherhood have different laser wavelengths. It looks like blue was a higher, more energetic wavelength at the end, at the far right end of the electromagnetic spectrum in the visible light range, and red is at the lower end. So maybe, ooh, I bet they did not think of this, but if the Institute really is more scientifically advanced than the Brotherhood, maybe that's their blue lasers indicate that they have higher energy laser weapons than the Brotherhood, and that would make sense canonically, but I doubt Todd Howard thought of that. Now kill this man. Kill him. It'd be really hard to get through all that metal, though. It'd be really hard to get through all that metal. Yeah, but they do suck in the game, that's true. Let me just, I'm gonna time someone out real quick because they're weirdos. Don't be weird. Yes, give me your stuff. So, chat, you'll notice that I'm overweight. Not in-game. In-game. But I have the perks so that I use my AP, which you can't actually see because my camera's over it. And I can fast travel while overweight, so I'm gonna scoop up literally everything. Ooh, see here, look at this thing. Look at this railgun. Oh, so that's what I want. Look at that thing. Woo. I did not expect to explode right there, chat. Just taking all the weapons so I can melt them down for scrap. How did I just get experience there? Here, aim at me. Shoot this guy. Shoot this guy. Hey, can you kill that guy? Ooh, I see more loot. Any Starfield sciencing in the future, Kyle? No, I don't really want to play that game. This game is so much more interesting. Take that. Hey, can you kill that guy? Hey, here, get up. Here, get up. There you go. Sucking up all the loot. Waiting for my action points. Can you kill that guy? Well, there's a lot more stuff underground. We'll go underground. I have orchestrated this massacre to benefit me and the facility, La Institute. That's not it. That's not how that word goes. Oh, that car's gonna explode. Watch it go. Sick. Guys, you don't have to get spicy about Starfield. People who like it really like it. That's totally awesome. Good for you. I just do not. He's right in front of you. Get him. Ooh, I want that Gatling rifle. Get him. Get him. That's a Gauss rifle, not a railgun. That's true, but Gauss rifles and railguns are very similar. Both Gauss rifles and railguns use electromagnetism and EMF or electromotive force to move pieces of metal around. They're not exactly the same, but they're very similar. I just added a science time when I shouldn't have. Oh my god. Shotgun. Yes, teleport in. Oh! Yes, teleport in. Somebody shoot this guy. How much health has he got? Just a little bit. All right. Thank you. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, my little butt. 2 fusion cores. Bam. Gatling laser. Bam. Oh, I also got my favorite shotgun in the game. La Fusil Terrible. And that's my favorite shotgun in the game because it does 50% more to limbs, which is really good for shooting death claws in the crotch. La Institución. Red Hawk, welcome.
Who's there? Intruder alert.
What? Hey, oh! Ah! Oh, you're getting annihilated. Yeah, I'll take that. Continue on your path of destruction. Yes. No, you can't be right or wrong about what you enjoy. If you enjoy a game that other people don't enjoy, who cares? Or vice versa. Oh, my little body. He just got nailed with a, Yes! Let the battle commence! This is all of my doing! This is my evil intent! Look at all those railguns. Those Gauss rifles, I want them. I want them. Oh, jeez. You guys annihilated them. Okay. Are more gonna teleport in? See, that's the weird thing. I don't know why. When I'm... Oh yeah, they're teleporting in. When I'm allied to everybody, the turrets are not. So the turrets will start to shoot me here, which I've never understood. And they'll make me go on fire. Which I don't want. Usually don't want that. Gonna eat some dog food. Gonna cram that up my butt. There we go. So what I usually do is I just let... No! I ran out of AP. What I usually do is I just let the synths take care of it. Just a second. I need to nuke someone in chat from orbit. Bye-bye. Get wrecked. You have no I'm God down here. Bye-bye. You can't chat me. Just a second, I'm gonna drink some cola. Run! Oh, sorry, my legs are broken. Which one is... Nailed it. Go! 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 There we go.
You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Hey, don't go anywhere. Trash Can Carla's here. Why? Hey, don't you go nowhere. Don't. Chat, you might think that what I'm about to do is, like, maybe a little immoral. But don't think too hard about it. It's not working. It's the quest isn't triggering. It's
You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
Chat, don't
B257, initiate reset.
Don't. It may look like what I'm doing.
No sudden moves. Please, no.
It may look like what I'm doing is wiping the consciousness of some scared, helpless people. But that is... I think you are simplifying. Yeah, I feel like...
I've got money. It's yours if you let me.
No, I feel like you guys aren't getting the nuance of what I'm doing here. I feel like that I'm just gonna... Don't worry about it. I always wondered about how stim packs would work. Well, stim packs are injecting something into your body, obviously. Probably a liquid. And liquids have to be at a certain osmotic pressure to... Hey.
Yes?
I just sold those people into slavery, kind of. Bye-bye!
Report to Father upon your return.
Okay, so what I wanted to do did not work here. They were supposed to destroy those turrets. What was I gonna say? Chat, what did I say? Chat, what did I say? Yes! There we go. What the heck was I talking about, chat? Osmotic pressure. Yeah, so you'd actually need, what you put in your body, like IVs, and if you've ever been on an IV, you actually need that to have a certain pressure because your blood has a certain pressure, and if it's not of a certain pressure, that can lead to problems. So whatever is in a stim pack first has to be has to be accurately pressured. But then after that, so what is going to be providing the pain numbing and other effects like, you know, juicing you up a little bit? That could be anything from morphine and caffeine to other things. Please, I'm just a baby boy. Oh, my leg. Someone give me heroin.
Got trouble.
Don't do heroin. Let's get out of here. Kyle, you monster. Martin Luther King Day. Chat, don't read that. This is a video game. I got it. Limp off into the...
It's over for now. That's Commonwealth justice for you.
Use a splint on your leg? What is this, Tarkov? Okay, I gotta run out of here. Beep boop. Give me Drugas. Don't judge me, Lily. Okay, so now we're gonna talk to Fatherman. Cool. I have to physically leave this location. Sick. Whoop. Battle of Bunky Bunk is done. Serious question, is Riz code for heroin? No. Short for charisma, Heidi. I know that. I'm a millennial. Kyle, what makes electromagnetic radiation electromagnetic? Is it any different than non-electromagnetic radiation? Steph, welcome. Yeah, there's non-electromagnetic radiation, yes. But what about all the loot you left behind, Kyle? So alpha and beta particles are not electromagnetic waves. They're alpha and beta, named this way because of their penetrative capabilities and the order in which they were discovered, I think. Are basically, alpha is a helium nucleus, and I'm going to deposit all my garbage. And beta radiation are electrons, and those aren't electromagnetic waves. So photons would be electromagnetic waves and particles. Are rataways made from cockroaches because they can survive nuclear bombs? We've talked about that a little bit, John, but rataway would probably be something closer to a Prussian blue or another chemical that you can ingest that will differentially bind to metals like chelation therapy does. And say you have cesium-137 contamination in your body, you drink something that binds with that metal and that material, and then you excrete it in a way that your body otherwise couldn't do by itself. So that could be something like a rataway if you had internal radiation or internal contamination, which is by far the most dangerous because it's the closest to your organs and other things. But we've also said that there are many far more quote-unquote radio-resistant insects than cockroaches. So I know cockroaches are very famous for that for whatever reason. Maybe there's a famous quote somewhere or whatever. But there are a lot of even ladybugs or ladybirds if you're from the UK. There are many more radio-resistant insects. Even tardigrades, much more radio-resistant. Shut up, Mama Murphy. Take some more drugs. Don't take drugs, chat. Let's just, I don't care about that. Don't need any of that. I have all these. Have it. Have it. 400. What is mine at? Okay, good. I was gonna say, you can't have a better gun than me. That makes me feel like less of a man. Like I have a little cherry tomato or something. Huh. Although it is cool that you can give her drugs and she will literally tell you like some like secrets of the game. That's kind of cool. Now let's put all that down here. Bloop. And let's go see our father, who is actually our son, who is called Father. No, I'm not talking about Christianity. I'm talking about Fallout. How are we doing on the incentives, chat? I'm going to guess that we're doing super poorly on them. Nice. Last time we met them almost instantly. But if you don't want me to speak in accents, that's totally fine. I'm fine with it. So in Australia, Joel, you call them lady beetles, not ladybirds or ladybugs. How do I get up there? I always forget. I have to go through this part, I think. This game still, I'm playing on ultra settings, and the game still looks good, you know? I'm enjoying it very much. Nobody's got the spare cash today. Don't need your money. Just point it out. Although, chat, I will say that in this game, a lot of what you get is external radiation exposure, right? You're going through water. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. A lot of... you eat a lot of food with radiation contamination, you drink water with radioactive contamination, and so then something like Radaway would feasibly be helpful. Other thing, I calculated when I was playing this after a couple glasses of wine the other night, I was trying to think when the rad counter pops up on your screen to the bottom left there. Oh, just as I said so. Athos popping in like the chat that they are, recent member of the facility and generous patron with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you, Athos. You are already an honored member of the facility. I might even get a tattoo of you on my lower back. What I was saying was, how many rads does it take to equal a dose, the lowest dose that is linked to health effects? So it's 100 millisieverts. That's the lowest dose linked to heart. It's usually the number that we point to. It's like, okay, cancer risk significantly starts to increase after 100 millisieverts. And what did we learn last time, chat? We learned our little acronym, right? SG100RRR. Okay? So 1 sievert roughly equal, and this is all in terms of what it does to the human body. 1 sievert roughly equals 1 gray, roughly equals 100 Röntgens, REMS, rads. Okay? So now a little bit of math, chat. If 1 sievert equals 100 rads, how many rads equals 100 millisieverts? I'll give you a second. And I'm saying that because how many rads would have to pop up on my screen for me to be actually in real life playing this game like, uh-oh, that's bad. 42? No. Infinity, it's all going to be orders of magnitude. So 1 millisievert, 1 sievert is 1,000 millisieverts. And 100 rads. And AJA, first in the chat to get it correct, 10. So if 1 ounce, all right, Lily, nice. So it's 10. So if I saw in this game, as a nuclear health physicist, which of course I am, if you saw 10 rads pop up on the lower left-hand side of your screen there, you'd be like, that is a significant dose. Like, that would be cause for alarm. That's like getting 5 CT scans.
Sean, you know, in all my years, I've never set...
I kind of like the fact that Father has never stepped foot outside the Institute, because it kind of, in the parts of the story that indicate that, well, everyone's kind of morally gray in this game, right? No one's 100% good or bad. But I like that the bad parts of the Institute are them thinking they know everything and that they know what's best for the world and stuff like that. And I think it's smart to have the father he's never gone outside, right? So he doesn't. It amplifies that point, right? I know they do that on purpose, Jaden. I'm describing writing. But I'm saying the writing is good like that. It's like, how can they claim to know what's best for the Commonwealth, and the leader's never even been outside. Matilda Roslin says E equals MC squared. Thanks, Matilda.
Since the day they brought me here, I've never had a reason.
Will we be getting a video on how to survive in the nuclear apocalypse? Says Steve the Beeve with the SEK 129.
The Commonwealth.
Steve, I do have an idea. So I have a book of nuclear war survival tactics, because of course I do. And in that book there is instructions for how to quickly build a rudimentary radiation shelter in the woods, or just like in the ground, in the dirt, with like a family of 4 could do it in like half a day or something like that, if they really had to. I was thinking about, tell me what you think about this, Steve. What if I get some other YouTubers, like maybe like Hacksmith and Alan, Pan, and some other people, to see if we can make a rudimentary radiation shelter in one day? Something like that, like the radiation shelter challenge or something. Does that sound fun? Super Coke, does Radaway really equal potassium iodine, or is that misrepresented? No. So Radaway could be any number of different things. Iodine is to prevent radioactive iodine uptake in your thyroid. So your thyroid naturally takes up iodine. So iodine pills are to make sure your thyroid has all the iodine it wants, so that if there's any radioactive iodine around, you don't take it up and concentrate it. Yeah, Liquid Flames, I saw that Hank Green was talking about science scam channels today. Thank you for commenting. I wonder if they saw our video. That'd be fun. Anyway, I think that'd be a fun video. So, to close that point, yeah, so it depends. Iodine pills and what Radaway is depends on what you're expecting is going to be the contamination, right?
There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies.
Mikey, that is actually a good idea. I've been looking for a reason to. Visit James. We've actually been thinking of a collab together and trying to build a radiation shelter from an old nuclear war manual. Might be a kind of a fun thing to do, huh?
Some air fresheners, a new coat of paint, and...
What games do you dislike, says Dick Mango, my least favorite fruit. The first game I ever remember returning, AAA game I ever remember returning was Final Fantasy 13. That game sucks.
Kidnapped from that vault. Both of us, really.
They kept me alive too.
They did, indeed. I was the perfect candidate. An infant.
Yep, I already went through this.
I'll admit, to not only do extraordinary.
Your unconditional love.
Yeah, AAA gay. Yeah.
Overwhelming. I think I need a moment.
I can accept that you're offended. You must understand, though. I have had no love to feel. We have been...
All right, no, let's not get weird in here.
Suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see an experiment of sorts.
Never the scienceman.
I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else.
Floof Mother, yes, I've explained that
even survive?
a couple of times.
Curious to me.
Kyle, can you build a nuclear bomb in 5 seconds? No.
After all this time.
There is a video that I want to do. I I still love you, little boy. Don't clip that.
I can see that you.
There is a video, Half-Life History, that I wanted to do that answers that question. Basically, Pontiac. Can anyone build a nuclear bomb with rudimentary information? Can you build a nuclear bomb with publicly available information? That's a video, and they've actually done that thought experiment.
I hope you weren't at too much risk.
There's always a risk. It was worth it.
I returned Death Stranding. Yeah, yeah. I didn't get. I got 10 hours in. It's like I've suffered enough.
You've passed the test, as they say.
What controversial take can you give us about games? Of course, it's just your opinion, so no pitchforks allowed. You want a hot take? Last of Us would be too easy of a hot take. I'll have to think about it.
You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really. It's time for you to become more involved.
I regret siding with the Institute on my first playthrough. I don't. I want to become the leader of a giant facility.
Time to go back in.
Oh, bye-bye. It has to be a true take. No, I know. I wouldn't give you a hot take that I didn't think about. Okay, so now we've done that little thing. And now what I want to do is wait a little bit so that we can... You think I forgot about my robot girlfriend? Nope. Yeah, I mean, that Real Gamer take, that short did pretty well because people thought it was spicy. But, I mean, our conversation about games has gotten very unnuanced, very basic. Like when you say a AAA game that costs $200 million is quote-unquote trash, you're being reductionist and you're being inflammatory on purpose. You don't actually think the game is trash. I mean, the graphics are amazing. The acting's amazing. It has dialogue that sounds like humans. It's playable. It's not what you would actually call trash. What you're saying is, I don't like some of the writing decisions, or I don't like how this person's face looks, or something like that. That is not equivalent to a game being trash. That is, to say so is you intentionally being performative and provocative. That's what it is. Yeah, it's being intentionally disingenuous. That game was trash. Oh, you mean that game that 1,000 people worked on for 5 years that looks incredible and has the best acting in video games? That's trash? No, it's objectively not trash. The day before was trash. It was a fake game. That's what trash is. But what these people are actually doing, what these like Last of Us people are actually doing, is they're intentionally reducing an entire piece of art down to unnuanced gripes, because what they actually want to argue about is something in the current culture war. It's very transparent. When gamers complain about Mary Jane's face in Spider-Man 2, or trans characters in The Last of Us 2, they're not actually complaining about the game. They're annoyed that women and trans people exist and that they don't fit their preconceptions. Anywho, oh my God, the discourse on Aloy's face having some scruff on it. That she didn't have scruff on it; she had peach fuzz. And the fact that again, quote unquote, gamers had a problem with Aloy's face having peach fuzz. First, a woman so physically fit, she could kick any of these incels' asses. Second of all, if you seeing the light go through the peach fuzz on a girl's face, if you think that is weird, that's because you've never seen a girl up close. And you making that comment makes it very obvious that you've never gotten close enough to a girl to see that. What a quick and easy way to tell the internet that you've never seen a girl up close or had a girl stay over. Why is she dressed like that? Why didn't she put on makeup? Oh, so you've never had a girlfriend. Got it. Jesus. Man up. Be real. Be real. Holy shit. Be real. I'm soaking in this truth bath. I haven't heard that before. I like that. I'm just gonna, let's just do a clean 23 hours, just in case. Wild. Why she got peach fuzz on her face? Bro. Unbelievable. I'm gaining brain cells from this. I dislike the amount of ineffective decisions in this game. Like Minutemen quests. I see what you're saying, but there's so many other great, there's so many other great side quests. I mean, just because that one continues and it's boring doesn't negate all the other great side quests, in my opinion. There's a lot of good ones. Time to get robot girlfriend out of surgery table.
So you're the one that wants to put a robot brain in G519? You know she's a synth. We're supposed to protect them.
Yeah, I'm going to protect her with my life and my kisses.
She knew her personality would be all but erased.
My teenage daughter has arm hair. Everyone has hair everywhere.
Perhaps better ones.
I don't know. Maybe I should just let her go.
These incels have been hiding themselves in this highly sterilized environment, and this environment that accentuates the objectification of what people look like. And in their silos, they reinforce each other and themselves about what beauty standards are and what should be accentuated and what should not be accentuated, how heavy a girl should be, what their curves should look like or not. And it continues to happen to such a degree, and they're just regurgitating this into each other's gullets so often and so much that they retreat from society. They don't actually like women anymore. They like this dopamine producing image and representation of women that gives them some sort of physical feeling, but they don't actually like women, you know? They don't. They've never, they don't have any reality testing for women. They're not interested in women. They don't like them. They don't. And so when they're like, why don't they look like this? Why don't they look like that? You don't know what women look like. You have no interface with the real world. And if I'm gonna get spicy chat, if I'm gonna get actually spicy chat, in all of these cultures and aspects of society where you see young men being removed from interaction with women, that is when you see so much societal and sexual dysfunction from these young men. In cultures with heavy sexual repression, in cultures of heavy internet use, like I've been talking about, they get this idea of a woman, and then when it doesn't track with reality anymore because they've just been circle jerking each other for the first 15 years of their lives, then when they come into contact with real society, it doesn't fit with this artificial representation of a woman. And then there's violence, there's hatred, terrible comments, stalking, violence, like I already said. This is what happens when you don't actually interact with the other half of humanity. I mean, you can see it. You can see it every day in certain cultures. I'm not going to name cultures, but when you have ideas, religious ideas especially, about what women can and can't do and what they can and can't look like, and they're basically just for reproduction, that's when you see the biggest disconnect between young men and actually interacting with society. You know what I mean? Anywho. Anyway, I'm just sneaking around. Why am I sneaking around? Get up. What's happening? Oh, that button, that button. Got it. I need to pass a speech check, so I'm...
Her sacrifice will give someone else the gift of life.
Yeah, but would she want to become a walking, breathing tin can?
G5's off life support right now. Her body is deteriorating. It's best if you decide soon.
Damn it. Fine. Do it.
Curie?
Now, with all of that being said, chat, let's put a French robot in a cute little robot body.
Let's begin. All non-essential operations.
Look, I'm not made out of stone, chat. I see a pixie cut and a deep French accent, and I'm sorry. I'll treat her right. Can't help it.
All right. Connection complete.
I'm still a primate, chat.
Your friend's memories.
I'm so...
G5's
come on.
Even prepped, so this shouldn't take long. Yes.
My flesh is weak.
My chest. What is happening?
Come on, she's so cute. Come on.
It's an autonomic function. Just let your body do what it must.
I feel...
So autonomic functions, or, you know, things that are automatic that the body does, you can't hold your breath until you die. At some point, your body will take over. That's kind of what that means.
I feel so strange.
Listen to me. Can you hear me? What is your name?
My designation is
Now hear me out.
Agents, Vulnerability, Robotic, Infirmary Engineer. Or Curie.
You had me worried there.
Do not concern yourself. I feel better now.
Good. Very good. Now let's test some cognitive functions. What is 1 + 2?
5. Damn it!
If I threw a baseball at your head, what would you do?
Let it hit my head.
Move.
Damn it!
Think of a strong memory. The first that comes to mind. Tell me about it.
Dr. Burrow was very old. He was the last living scientist in my section of Vault 81. He was on his bed, very weak. He said to me, "Curie, you must..." And he died.
Someone just got their first time out. Bam!
Before he finished the sentence. Oh, my insides feel peculiar. What is that?
That's my love for you.
You might be feeling grief for a friend.
If Arya could do a French accent, I would ask her to do it.
There. My chest is tightening when I think of poor Dr.
Arya
Burrow.
hates doing accents. And that's because I think I'm pretty good at doing accents, and so I think she thinks I'm gonna make fun of her. But I love when she does accents.
For this opportunity.
Chat, we now have Curie. Look at her little haircut. It's so cute on her.
Hey.
You need something, yes?
Okay, now after everything I said on those spicy takes, maybe having a button that says command isn't super awesome. But what we're going to do next, of course, give me that. I gotta protect her. So let's play a little bit of dress up, chat. I've been saving some armor for her. Are nuclear-powered trains feasible? Says Serpent. Someone in the chat brought this up the other day. One of our nuclear experts in the chat. Hada got timed out because he said that I wouldn't like Curie if she was ugly. Or trans. First of all, how do you know? Second of all, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't dislike her. French maid outfit? Can't do that. So one of our nuclear experts in the chat was saying that nuclear-powered airplanes and trains had an issue, maybe it was just planes, but there was an issue of, again, shielding, where you'd just be too close to the reactor, you know. You are already in this deep. Please do a French accent. I can't do one, obviously. Synth girlfriend acquired. Nanomachines. Chat, I could talk like that the whole time. Okay, Curie, what do you want to get dressed in? Cool. Good talk. What do I got for you? Let's put you in some... Ooh, you're going to be nerdy. And then you're going to be in a... Oh, wait. Sweater vest? Oh, there's a fancy suit. Yeah. We're going to go David Bowie with this ish right here. I think fancy suit. And then over the fancy suit, do I have... I should have some... Yeah. I should have some armor for you here. Chat. What about nuclear submarines, says Angel Salazar. There's a bunch of those. We have them, and there are many of them. Should I put my wedding ring on her? Can I do that? I've never tried. Yes, I need you to carry my heart in your hands. Figuratively. Chat, how we doing? We're almost at the halfway point of today's stream. If you're liking the stream, tell me by liking it. Can I make her wear my wedding ring? Okay, so let's put some black. Yeah, cool. Let's put a fancy suit on you. Hell yeah. Chest piece? Yes. Armband? Yes. Right leg? Wedding ring? Wait. I gotta see if it's there. Well, no, yeah, no, you. She's got like this androgynous thing going on right now. Oh, she has my wedding ring on! We are married, you and I. Oh, look how cool she is. Here, come here in the light. Huh? No, shut up, trash can. Sorry, her name is literally trash can. I'm not just calling women trash cans. Hey. Because what we were talking about, I just wanted to just really clarify that her name is trash can. Come here, Curie, come here. I want to see how cool you look. Oh man, your cheekbones are too big. You are so hot right now. I gotta give you some weaponry. Let's give you some frickin' weaponry, baby. Yeah, use all the legendary crap you want. I don't want it.
Are you giving me a present?
Yes, I am. I love you. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. And then go over here. Oh, she's so French, chat. And she's married to me. That's legally binding. Everyone knows if I accidentally slip a wedding ring on you. What happened? What happened? Oh. Liz Calver with the 10. How does OxyClean and Shout and stuff like that work? That kind of soap, it binds to the dirt and other things, and then it washes out. don't know the specifics, to be honest. Okay, now we are gonna get Curie to fall in love with us by helping her robot friends launch a rocket-powered ship. Love your content so much, Kyle. Nice to see you live today, says Teetles. Thank you for being here, Teetles. I was gonna say halfway point in today's stream, but speaking of content, at patreon.com/Kyle Hill, you can view part 3 of our Expedition Fukushima. I think my last planned video.
Bunker Hill. I so wanted to visit. These defenses are quite sturdy, yes?
Oh God, I love you so much. Our last planned video from Fukushima just went up for members today. If you want to get an early look at it, it will go up on YouTube sometime. Since you're feeling spicy today, are engineers scientists or not? Depends on the engineer, I suppose. I mean, there's engineers who just work in the field and are very practical like that, or make bridges and crap. But there's engineers that do research and, you know, test materials and write papers and stuff like that. So if you're doing that kind of engineering, like actually experimenting rather than just doing like practical building work, yeah, you can be a scientist engineer.
It is on the building.
And to be an engineer,
The USS Constitution. Mon Dieu.
mon Dieu. And to be an engineer like myself, you have to know a lot of science. So I think the lines are pretty blurry. Bye-bye. Chad, this will take us to the halfway point of today, I think.
Hey, Captain.
Trim the power on the starboard bow.
Yes? Did you have anything else to say? Perhaps something mean about me? Oh, there we go.
Steady as she goes, Mr. Navigator. Luck willing, at long last we'll set sail. And our hero of the hour is to thank.
You're welcome.
Earned a double share, sir. Well done.
My pleasure. Oh, look at Curie, she's so hot.
Witnessing our maiden voyage. Our twin NX-42 rockets will alight and unmoor us from this dreaded savings and loan.
Damn you, savings and loan.
Will launch into the heavens and after gently land in the ocean. Then we take our right.
He's gonna land in the ocean, chat. There's a stealth magazine in the captain's quarters. Got it. Japan knows, says Flying Pinned. Yeah, maybe.
That's ambitious.
As they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Mr. Navigator, put her through her paces. Me too. Those motherless curs. Prepare to broadside.
Hada, I'll tell you, Hada in the chat, you are one comment away from being nuked from orbit. Stay away from my robot wife, who was may or may not have been forcibly married to me. Back, back, back. Oh! Big guns time. Hello. In the crotch. This gun is super strong, by the way. Dead. Crotch. Head. Dead. Exploded. Fire the cannonry! Yes! Another volley! Hit them with another volley! Hit. Break out the snipe. Whoop. Oops, that was a bad shot. Whoop. In the crotch! Oh, stop moving. I'm trying to knee you. Zap. Head exploded. Perfect. Zap. Where are you going? Come back here. Hit. Bye-bye. Oh, cannon's ready. Have another volley. You bad people. Set you on fire real quick. All right, someone just got nuked in chat. That's what happens. Have another volley, you animals. What? How are you doing there? Gauss rifle time. Oh, did they? Navigator.
That is the USS.
Oh, they're inside. They're inside our flanks, chat. Kyle, if you distill water, does the radiation get left behind? Depends on what the radiation is. So I don't know this answer specifically, but for like Fukushima, releasing radioactive water back into the ocean, they can't. Well, it's not energy efficient or practical to remove tritium from the water, and that's because tritium is just heavy water. It's chemically identical to water, and so a process to remove water from water is very difficult. But to remove the other radioactive contamination from Fukushima, strontium, uranium, cesium, etc., they put it through a number of different processes. I don't know the specific ones. Number of different processes that filter out those contaminants. So I don't know if just evaporation would get rid of the issue, because a lot of it could just stay bonded with water. Maybe I'm not sure. I don't know the actual answer to that. Where are they? No one touches my deck and gets away with it. Oh, hey. Whoop. Oh, my crotch! Oh. Hey. Oh, that's not good. Hit! Hit! They'll never see it coming. Oh, my arm! Law and order has prevailed, chat. Hey! What are you doing? You're too close to my robot wife.
Cargo hold. Enemies approach.
Oh, that's too close. I'm gonna die. I'm about to die, chat. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, hey. Legendary Scabby. Give me a second. Just give me a second. I'll be with you shortly. Thank you. Ow! Ow! I'm gonna die again. Just a second. I have to eat all this meat. Come back here. You can't. Your meat cannot escape me. Home run. Home run. There we go. Guns are faster than melee weapons. Thanks. Super helpful. I use that because it's a one-shot weapon and it's super sick. I'm hitting people in the face with radioactive cores. Look what I did to them. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That was the sound of your death. Chat, what's the movie? That was the sound of your death. Can you feel it? Who's shooting?
Situation normal.
Good.
Law and order
has been restored. Chat, we're almost at the halfway point. They died to death, indeed. Oh, I'm pretty high level. These guys never come at me this hard. Well, I wonder if it scales with the levels, huh? Kyle, how do neutron bombs work? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I don't know what process they use to create so many neutrons. They do have a lower explosive yield than other nuclear bombs. The point of neutrons is that they're high energy and they're incredibly penetrating, giggity. So a neutron bomb, you would seek to, it's an irradiation weapon. It's not an explosion weapon, if that makes sense. Who is shooting at me? Ow! Curie! I just shot you in the back of the... Curie, you've become a pole. Please, don't become scaffolding. Look how cool her suit is. Nice. Talk. Speak. Yes! Kira admires me. She's so close to falling in love with me, Chad, even though we're already married. Nanuko, welcome.
Captain Ironsides.
The borders are repelled. All hands, prepare ship for launch.
Yes! We shall launch. No, those weren't pork chops on her pants, Captain. That's a classic design.
Congratulations, Captain.
There is one thing. We need power from the auxiliary generator to commence our voyage. I fear I must call upon you one last time.
Consider it done, my robot companion.
Your pluck. Here is your amply deserved reward. Godspeed to you, sir.
I can shoot cannonballs at people's crotches now. All right, Kiri, it's you and me. Yeah, come on. It is time for the maiden voyage. Yeah, Captain's got Omni wheels. Much like the ones they put on newer forklifts these days. Just a second, just rummaging through some people meat. Yes, that's some good people meat there. Yes. Yes. Excuse me, could you move your Adam's apple? It's exploded. I just need to get underneath it to... There we go. Forget how to get up here. I'm huffing and puffing right now because I'm 5,000 pounds. There we go. Yes, the captain's forklift certified. Unlike Chompy in the chat. Any more armor for Curie? Yeah, good idea. I can pick up some arms and legs. Some arms and legs shit. Here we go. It's time for the maiden voyage.
Mr. Navigator.
Yes.
Slowly throttle the engines.
Yes.
Keep idling those engines.
So they landed. So these robots wanted to join the war effort. Of course, they're 200 years too late. And they landed on top of a bank. So now they want to reactivate these engines to get into the ocean so they can continue their war. Let's help them do so.
Power nominal. Excellent. Commencing final countdown.
Curie, get out of the... You're in the blast zone. Yes. My robot friends, you will make it to the ocean to help fight the war that you're too late for.
Mr. Navigator, light the engines. Credit savings alone. We shall be moored no longer.
No longer. Rise. Fight, my robot friends. To the ocean you go. Now throttle down. Yes, 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 my friends. To the ocean you go to help with the war effort. I'm sure your presence there will make a huge difference once you're actually in the ocean, which is you're going too close to that building. Don't go. Oh. That's definitely one of my favorite quests in the game, chat. Chat, how are we doing? We're halfway through today's stream, and we're at 21 science times. Happy to have everyone here, except for one of you who we nuke from orbit. That's what happens. Happy to have everybody here, of course. Chat, like I was saying, new episode for members at patreon.com/thekman. That's me. what I want you to do now, before second half of today's streambo, I want you to get up. I want you to yeet, excrete if you need to, eat something if you have to, and then we'll be back with more science, more robot loving, and more me, I guess. I'll give you something to listen to in the meantime. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, because I'll know. Chat, welcome back to A Scientist P's Fallout 4. If I'm going to continue to give you all the science times you desire, and you desire them, of course we have to keep our brain working at top speed. Shop.kylehill.net. And I like to do that to be in the middle of these streams with a little bit of connections. Now, connections, I need to make groups of 4 out of these words, but they can be really tricky. They can be, the words can be rhymes, or they can be in the same group, or any other number of connections. But they usually try to trick you because many of these apply to many different groups that you can think of. But I'm pretty damn good at this game. I usually get it without making a single mistake. So that's what we're going to do today. You can do it along in the chat if you want to, but I have this window pulled up over chat, so no matter what you're spamming to me, I will not see it. Let's see if we get a good one today. Let's just shuffle it up. Okay. That's what I see. That's what I see immediately. Like a surface. Maybe like a square surface. Seems too easy. Who's on the ticket? Who's on the roster? Who's on the ballot? Who's on the slate? like scheduled people that are going to show up, right? Like lists of people, maybe. Does that fit anything else? Slate. See, this is when they're trying to trick you, because Slate is like a tablet. I'm going with it. Ah! List of candidates. Got it. iPod, iPad, iTablet, iCapsule. No. Oh, this is a hard. This is gonna be a hard one. I know what this is. This is gonna be a hard one. I know what it is, though. What links those, chat? Peas! Purple is the hardest one. Buffer, shield, cushion, pad. I am too good, and I am too good at this game. That makes perfect. Ah! Chat, I'm too good. I'm absolutely too good. How's everyone doing? We're still on our way. Scientist Peas. Fallout 4. We just launched a robotic rocket boat. And we've done everything that I wanted to do. No, actually, I want to send a cult to space. Wait, pads are protective barriers? Well, like padding, right? Separation. Hill House, Chilean Air, welcome. You look pretty. Does your head ever hurt from containing so much brain? Yes. Use cannonballs? Heck yeah. I think what we do now is we help a cult go to space and say, welcome to A Scientist Plays. Whoop. Fallout 4. Okay.
Remember to breathe. I keep thinking if I forget to do this, no more Curie. And suddenly, all this excitement we do, there is an element of something new.
Yes.
What if my arm is blown off? It is not so simple to repair this now.
I know. I'll protect you.
Don't worry. I'll keep you safe.
That makes me feel better.
Yes, her sunglasses don't fit her incredible cheekbones. I know.
Coming to me. Quickly, I hope. Just
Kimberly, welcome.
I'm sure my research will blossom with this magnificent new hardware.
You do have some pretty good hardware.
Heads up.
I'm gonna take those sunglasses off you though. It doesn't quite work. Chat, the ugly girl in high school took off her glasses. Oh no!
A moment, please.
Sure. Yeah. What is it?
Sure. I enjoy talking with you.
As do I. I owe you so very much, and I do not mean to sound ungrateful, but I fear I am barely holding myself together.
If we're about to have a romance speech check, I will quick save and quick load until she's the love of my life. Jacques with the 10. It's maybe out of all our pay grades, but what's your call that the big missing parts between GR and QM, general relativity and quantum mechanics, will allow for some possible ability for warp? I don't have any, I don't know. I have expertise in neither field. But when we talked to Professor Albuquerque of the Albuquerque Warp Drive, Curie, we talked to him for an episode, and he doesn't think warp is really possible with current understanding of science. So probably not. But hey, I don't know.
It's all right. I'm here for you.
Thank you. That means so much. Becoming a synth is just
Yes, let's hope totally not Scientology go to space. Absolutely.
Just to master basic functioning. How to brush the teeth.
You're brushing your teeth in the apocalypse right now?
Etc. But now I am full of inconsequential thoughts, feelings. How do you do everything with this whirlwind in the head?
Spoiler alert, we don't. I gotta flirt. Okay, I gotta flirt. It must be successful.
I hope some of these inconsequential feelings involve me.
Yes.
Yes!
No. And see, now my head goes ever more. Spin, spin, spin. You make it look so effortless. Like breathing. But for me, it is so hard to focus. To do research.
Dude, play it cool.
And
I know. Jesus.
inspiration is as elusive as
No,
ever.
give me a second.
I fear I will
Dude, bro.
never contribute anything to the world.
The world?
I would have picked It's Not All About Science, but it is.
Difference to me.
More feelings. No words.
Dude, you're coming in hot.
The
Shut up.
saving
I'm
grace
trying.
of all of this is you. As a robot, I had much appreciation for you. But now, it is deep.
Is the game audio quiet? Oh, did I not turn it back up from that one time that I turned it down? Nope. Sorry.
I am still loyal.
There we go. That's
but
better.
Now I do this because I want to.
Kyle got that science riz.
Because you are my friend.
Gotta pass another check.
So, just friends? Nothing more than that?
I'm sorry. Your words make...
That's not true because I can control space and time. You will love me if it's the last thing I do on this stream. Magnum Dong says marry her already. Well, I did put my wedding ring on her. So she's one step there.
So, just friends?
I'm sorry.
You will love me. I control space and... But Kyle, is it actually love if you're controlling her fate and she has no free will? First of all, maybe not. Second of all, you don't have free will anyway. Don't worry about it. You love me.
I'm sorry.
Damn it! Chat, nothing is... This is all normal. This is normal behavior for a man of my age. Science Time says Faceball. Have you talked about what happened on 3 Mile Island? How bad was it? How bad was it to a meltdown? Faceball, I have a 35-minute video about 3 Mile Island and what happened there. If you'd like to check it out, go on the main channel or just type in Kyle Hill on YouTube. Kyle Hill, 3 Mile Island. Top level bullet points. The Netflix documentary sucked. I did a ton of research, made our longest, I think it's our longest video ever. And the partial meltdown of the core of 3 Mile Island released so little actual radiation into the surrounding area that statistically, the number of cancers, additional cancers on top of what everyone else gets naturally, the number of additional cancers from the 3 Mile Island disaster was estimated to be 0.7. So less than 1. Which is to say, in non-mathematical terms, nobody. So what 3 Mile Island was a communication meltdown. It was an extremely poor interface between the public and public officials about what was actually happening, the physics of what was happening, the radiation, was radiation bad, how did it work, etc., etc. And in all these other, just like all the other nuclear meltdowns that we've experienced, it seems like rushed evacuation and poor communication is where the actual harm was. And if you want to know how that all played out in Japan, if you join the facility, that new video, our last video from Fukushima, is out right now for patrons. Now love me, French woman.
So, just...
I'm sorry.
Damn it. Are there any new Half-Life histories I need to keep out for? Those are definitely my favorites, is AJ. So what I just said, the Expedition Fukushima, not technically a Half-Life history because it's modern, I suppose. But that's our last video from Japan. You can check that out. And then, yes, I already have a new Half-Life history filmed. Yes. Drink some moonshine.
Got a job
Damn
to
it!
do.
I was trying to go into my Pip-Boy and drink some drugs. She wasn't impressed by my science time. Yeah, I know. I think TMI accident really shows how secure nuclear power plants can be, even in the face of so many things going wrong. Good point, Jaden. When I was making my nuclear waste video, my recent one from Illinois, that's exactly what the nuclear operators there said too, is that if anything, 3 Mile Island shows that you can have a lot of stuff go wrong and almost nothing escape at all. In fact, 3 Mile Island and its protection mechanisms worked exactly the way that you would want. Chernobyl didn't have a containment building, and so when stuff exploded, it went everywhere. There's a difference in engineering there. Love me!
I feel...
Yes!
Very funny.
Yes.
I must cut this short. My eyes, they are malfunctioning. Adieu.
She is so cute. How can you not love her? Let me just quick save. And her suit is like banging right now. Like, this is a cool suit. All right, Curie. On the road to us becoming better lovers, we must first put some crap away, and then we will go help a cult together. And you best let that marinate. Chad, if at first she says no, respect it. Unless you have a time machine like I do.
If I ever need repairs, you seem more than capable with your tinkerings.
Oh, I'm more than capable with my tinkering, Skiri. If you ever need anything fixed on your platform, you just let me know. I'm gonna put away the broadsword for now. What am I carrying? Oh, all this crap, right? Wait, what am I carrying? Oh. Thanks for being here, Jezza. Always happy to have you here, mate. You're a bloody legend. Jezza, did you see my new tattoo? It's pretty good, huh? Pretty bloody good, aye? That's nice, aye? You get more value from those guns by selling them rather than scrapping them. Don't, you're not my real dad. Okay. Right, cult space. Got it. Make fun of Scientology. Here we go. When does your robot wife do for her next service? That's up to her. Can I get her? Can I actually get her flowers? Makes me want to play. It's a great game. Kylie got a new tattoo. Pixar didn't happen. This is Hill House. First of all, I'm Hill, and this is my house. Second of all, no. You'll see it. It's my new tattoo is what am I doing? My new tattoo is far enough down on my arm that in the next video, next most recent video that I film, you'll see it. So don't even worry your blue hair about it. I don't care about Echo Lake. Talk to what's his nuts about it. Preston.
Let's help a cult go to space, or all their heads will explode. One of the two.
Hubology, study of hubbo. Is there, is Hubology the study of, Hubble? Edwin Hubble? I like the Sea Monster mission. How old is Curie? At least 200. But she's never been a human before. Where is she? Yeah. Mental Shatter. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you before, but you're a member, so I love you. We have to find... So I think it's named after... I think these Hubbologists are named after... Because they... The founder's name is Dick Hubble. Well, I mean, it's obviously a Scientology reference. Every time I restart this game, it feels new to me. I mean, I've played this game for hundreds of hours, and I still find new stuff. You have to use 3 fusion cores? Don't worry, I have like 90. All right. All right, weirdos. Let's hear what you need. They're already in spacesuits. Not a great sign.
I see you brought me a new recruit. Thank you, Cleansed.
All right, Crazy Wound, 1 second. Shakte with the 5. Release the science! How does your hair stay so darn perfect even when it isn't? Well, this year I'd like to spin up my hair care company, of course, Maintain. But part of having nice hair that looks like a nice lady's hair is foregoing the trappings of masculinity that say you can't have nice hair, which is to say, use nice products, go to a nice salon, blow dry your hair, take care of it, put product in it, put argan oil in it. As a man, you're told by society, or at least American society, that like, don't mess with your hair, don't make it look good, or else you'll be a real sissy. But then you look like you're in a high school metal band, and you look terrible. Take care of your hair. Drop the trappings of the patriarchy and make yourself look like me. Glorious.
You've come seeking answers to life's great questions.
Oh, yes. Also genetics. I have good hair genes. And you can't buy that. Not yet. What up, Kyle? What up, Jeff? Or Geoff? Or Goof? I think I covered all my bases there.
I sincerely hope you'll join us. Even if you don't, I'm in need of a person of action.
Don't worry, I got you, weirdo. What is it?
Hubbology? What is that?
Is that the study of Wumbo?
Before the Great War, a brilliant writer named Dick Hubble invented a process for expanding the human mind.
So this is a direct reference to Scientology, where the founder of Scientology was just a science fiction writer. And a weirdo. Kyle, I'm going to change the color of my hair streak. Which color? Lavender or rainbow? Lavender. Wasn't there a hair video that was supposed to come out? It says Crystal King. No, we didn't make it. We did not get 2 million subs before the end of the year. It was 36 hours after that. Sorry.
Through the process of alignment, he was able to give his followers great mental powers.
Chakras aren't a thing.
I am...
The planets have no effect on your personality or your destiny.
His direct descendant and keeper of all his secrets, collectively known as Hubbology. If you are really interested in joining us, go...
Which of the Fallout Commander precons are you most excited for? I want to make an all-radiation-themed Wise Mothman deck that can kill the table with radiation counters, but I'm going to give them an accurate number of radiation counters so that they have to sit there and explain. So I have to sit there and explain to them while they lose physics.
Speak to Phil about having an alignment. We can help you find inner peace and happiness. We can help you master the amazing powers of the mind.
Sure.
I'm always for hire if the price is right.
Good. We need spacesuits, like the one I'm wearing. I'll pay you 200 caps for 5 of them. I've learned that there are some in the galactic zone.
Oh, I gotta take them out.
I lost 2 followers trying to get them ourselves. I'm hoping you'll have more luck.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Good. If it goes well.
So 1,000 rad counters? Yeah. I'll give them 1,000 rad counters, but I have to explain to them every part of it, you know?
From the Vault Tech display in...
Okay. Don't pull a gun on... Oh, that's Curie. Curie, you don't just pull guns on your husband. Okay, we're not married yet, but you do it. Just don't... Okay. Well, it's... Humans don't really do that. We'll talk about it later. When I found your channel, I marathoned a bunch of your videos. Wilson, I love it. On the scale of science to Scientology, how insanity is this woman? Scientology is a little bit weirder. Why is she green? I have my light on. My Pip-Boy light. Serpent. Kyle, what's your favorite commander deck right now? I just built a Niv Mizzet Perun deck. Well, I have like 30 commander decks. So it's always... My recent favorite is Ajer Axonil, the burn deck. Kyle, is there a way to send you suggestions for all of your memes? Because you're an award-winning shit poster. I mean, easiest way would be to join the Discord, patreon.com/Kyle Hill, and put them in the memes channel. That's where I steal from all my members. Chat, I want to make a quick point about something. So what we are going to do is some math. Lucky you. Lucky you. We're going to do some math, chat. We're just going to do a little bit of math. Here we go. Chat, we're going to do some math. Let's see what this is on. Great. Chat, we're going to do some math. Chat, we're going to do some math together. Okay. So when I say that the planets have no... This is going to be a big old science time, chat. We're going to do some math. When I say that the planets have no influence on you, what do I mean? Well, I mean that how could the planets influence your life? You'll hear usually young people with bad hair who think being an Aries matters say that maybe gravitationally, right? If the planets or stars could affect you at all, it would have to be through gravity, right? They're not shining light on you. It's all sunlight. It's all reflected sunlight. What could it possibly be? Gravity. Okay. Gravity, the equation for gravity, chat, is G times the mass of the big thing times the mass of the thing that you... the mass of another thing divided by R squared. This is the gravitational force, I think. Yes. Okay. So, I just want to make a simple point here. I just want to make a simple point. So, I'm going to divide two values. And the point I want to make is that the planets are so far away from you that it's likely that something much more close to you, like your car or anything like that, or just your other person, a person next to you, will have more of a gravitational effect on your body than a planet. Because gravitational force scales inversely with the distance, the square of the distance in between you. So, which is to say that even if something is very, very big, like a planet, then because it's so far away, it can be a very small gravitational force. So let's say mass of Mars. Let's say, oh, I just feel like, oh yeah, Mercury is in retrograde. Yeah, that's a good example here. I just feel like, just Mercury being weird right now, it's just kind of, weird. So let's put an average, let's put 75 kgs as a person's mass in there. And what I'm going to put here is distance between, so distance to Mercury. Now, this may or may not actually prove my point, depending on the size of the thing that I choose, but we'll see. So let's just say between two people, the gravitational attraction of the masses of two people, and let's say that they are standing, how close do you want to stand to someone? Do you have any personal space? Let's say, half a foot. Let's say 0.5 meters. Now, this may or may not work. We'll see. So if this is less than 1, then the person standing next to you has more of a gravitational effect on you than Mercury does. So, the effect, gravity's, Mercury's mass, the effect it has on you gravitationally, at no matter what time you're born, no matter what, I don't know what noise I'm making. If you think that Mercury has and its gravity has an effect on your life, you standing 1 foot away from another person your size, Mercury doesn't even have 1/10 of that gravity. So chat, what am I really saying? I'm saying that what actually affects people's lives? Other people. That's what I'm saying, chat. But I'm saying it in a sciencey way. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to help a cult. Come race on Fortnite, says the dead critic. No, I'm all right. It's not about gravity, it's about spirituality and the connection of the universe to each one of us. I doubt science will ever explain spirituality. I mean, I can take a shot at it if you want, Janine. I think I can explain it. It's a one-way feeling, Janine. The universe is completely indifferent to life. Most of the universe would kill you instantly. Has no connection to you whatsoever. I think it's a little short-sighted to think that the universe cares at all about a biofilm on the surface of a small rock around a average star and some hairless apes that look up at the sky. But I think you are right in that spirituality and your feeling of connection to nature and to other people is incredibly important. But I don't think it has anything to do with anything supernatural. I think the chemicals in your brain and the feeling that you get when you're looking up at the night sky or into your lover's eyes or something like that, that's incredibly important and can change your psychology and your entire life. That's great. I love it. But I don't think we need to invoke anything outside of the scope of physics to explain it. That's all. So I agree with you. Kind of. Oh, my stomach is turning. So I've already cleared out this whole area. Give me that. Because I was looking, because I got the cool Nuka-Cola armor. The Nuka-Cola quantum armor here, so I've already scoured all of these spots for frickin' star cores. Or, yes, or looking into your robot lover's cameras. Yes, look at me with your cameras. We're married, remember? But does our consciousness not play any part in that, says Complex Theory? What do you mean? Of course. Consciousness is all you are.
With Vault-Tech's modular construction technique,
you are consciousness. That's, oh, my brain. Oh, my brain. But it has nothing to do, like, and let me be clear, as some people are saying in the chat, let me be clear, there's altered states of consciousness, and we've known this for thousands of years. It can be from meditation, it can be from chemicals and drugs, and you can have incredibly transformative and important experiences from them. Right now, I mean, for goodness sakes, I mean, we're having incredible experience with psychedelics and helping people with PTSD, severe depression. It is completely accurate to say that altered states of consciousness can change your entire life. But I do not invoke anything beyond the natural to explain those things. The same kinds of religious experiences people say will prove something you can have on psilocybin or DMT or MDMA. So I tend to defer to stuff that makes more sense. And to me, it's much more interesting that the human brain can do those things than it is forever mysterious and inaccessible and all that stuff. That's not super interesting to me. Oh, my body, I'm getting irradiated. So right now, 10 rads per second. So if I'm getting 10 rads per second, that is 100 millisieverts per second, which is the acceptable dose for a year every second for the public, which would be terrifying. Chat, I'm full of hot takes today. Are you enjoying it?
Locally sourced from your colony's
Hey Kyle, how... Tin, I agree. We're hardly playing the game. We're just doing hot takes today. Maybe that should be a show. Hey Kyle, how large of an object and how... Chat, do you want to have a podcast of me and Day 9? Just shelve that. Put it in the back burner. Hey Kyle, how large of an object and how close would it be to us for us to feel its gravity affecting us? Big. And close. I mean, think of how big the moon is. And you don't feel the moon. Gravity is the weakest of the four fundamental forces in the universe. Electromagnetism, strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force, and gravity. Gravity is so weak, we think that something is wrong with gravity. Like, we don't get it. That's why quantum mechanics is trying to resolve what the heck is going on with gravity. It's so weak. If you don't think gravity is weak, just jump. Haha, take that, gravity, you loser. So to affect you to feel the gravity of something, it would have to be extremely big and extremely close. Just like me.
Just smell fresh.
You know what I'm talking about, Chompy?
Cutting-edge science and technology.
Cutting-edge science and technology. Give me your spacesuit.
Have the resources to face any challenge.
Gravity skip leg day. Chat, I've been doing leg day with a new workout app that I'm about to do an advertisement for you. Yeah, I'll take an extra one. And I've been loving it. But it's making me do, yeah, Chad, I usually don't give you my personal opinions. But,
Sign up for the Vault program.
you know,
See a sales associate.
if it has something to do with sciencey stuff, I'm not gonna, we don't do politics here or anything like that, unless it intrudes on something sciencey. John, yeah, that's dark matter. I wish you would debate a flat earther. I don't think I'd get very far. The only real change of the only real progress I've ever seen a flat earther make is when they do the experiment themselves and they fail. Or they see that the experiment their own experiment does show that the Earth is, in fact, a sphere. Or an oblate spheroid, if you're nasty. But I wouldn't get very far. It's hard to reason people out of positions they didn't reason themselves into. I mean, if you want to see me make someone look kind of silly, that's one thing. But I don't think it will do an audience any good. You know, I'm all for making people change their minds if I can. But my approach, especially with nuclear stuff, because it is controversial, my approach is to give people all the tools necessary to make their own decisions. Decisions that I think, if they're using the tools that I give them, they will come to the same conclusion that I reach. Where's the entrance? But I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to give you the tools to evaluate the same evidence that I did. Is it possible to evolve telepathy? I don't think what does telepathy interact with? If there's no force, if there's no interaction between matter, I don't see how telepathy or telekinesis or anything like that is possible.
I can see the spaceship from here.
That's-
just like he promised.
That doesn't-
Just sitting in that damn junkyard.
You-
So close.
You weren't.
So
You're not even looking into a telescope. That's a
digress.
bolt.
Do you have the spacesuits?
Bitch, you're looking into a bolt. That's not a telescope. There's nothing. Yes, I have the.
All
I have
5. Here they are.
Perfect. Here is your payment. We can proceed with the next step in the plan.
Thanks for being here, Red Hawk.
I'm counting on you to help us with it. We need to take control of the spaceship in the junkyard.
Easy.
I know it's a lot to ask, so I'm willing to give you one of Hubology's great treasures if we succeed.
It's not a real spaceship.
You do know it's not a real spaceship, right?
Your mind is
Right.
limited by neurodynes. If you had my expanded mental powers, you would see the truth about the spaceship.
You're the boss.
Together, we can capture that spaceship.
I knew I could count on you. Let's go.
You're the boss. Don't we all have electrical currents in our brains? Yes. Your neurons communicate with each other. Your brain works by creating electrical potentials. Electrons moving around in your brain, neurotransmitters and stuff. Yeah. But just because something has voltage differences in it does not mean it's weird. In fact, to me, having an electrochemical explanation for what your brain does. Okay, weirdos. Having an electrochemical explanation for what your brain does makes even more sense. You know? Hey guys, are we having like a hacky sack circle? What are we doing? You guys listening to fish? I like fish. You guys like fish? You want a hacky sack? No? Do you want a hacky sack? Do you want a hacky sack? Do you want to hack the sack, woman?
We can liberate the
Fine.
junkyard and take control of what we need. Thanks to our mercenaries.
But electricity is magic. No.
To protect us from the robot guards. So put on these spacesuits and take up your arms. We have a mercenary to lead us into combat.
That's Dr. Mercenary to you? Jesus.
But they'll protect you.
Okay, you look pretty cool, I gotta admit that. Can't help but notice that your spacesuits don't look very pressurized to me. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Keep your eyes peeled for threats.
Michael Does Life says this channel is trash, says Lee. 1 second. 1 second, chat. 1 second. One second, chat.
Look at all the blood.
I was just checking out who who that was. Lee, why does he say the channel is trash? I want to know. Heck, I'll agree with you. Yeah, what did I do? If you have a good point, I'll agree with you, man. Speed strat. What did I do? Is it because my gaming channel almost has as many subs as your entire channel? Bloodworms! Lee, get back to me. Lee, get back in the chat. I want to know. I want to know, chat. Just a second. I'm going to slam some worms. No, I don't think that was a bot. It was... He said you stole his audience tonight. Okay. Yeah, sure. Haha! Look at that. I bet Michael couldn't do that. Oh! Ow! Ow! Who's? Why are you hitting me? Why are you shooting me? Oh, I did something wrong, chat. They're hostile to me right now. Ah, crap. Damn it. Yeah, so, I guess I hit one of them. And I need to continue on that quest because I want to help out these weirdos. But I guess I hit one of them and they went all aggro, Craig. So I don't have to do that. I don't have to. Did I already get all the? Okay, good. All right, chat. Just a quick little detour here. Quick little detour. He will forgive me. Okay, great. Great. Thank God. Thank God. I mean, I just checked. Michael has more people watching me than I do right now. So what are you so angry about? What are you so angry about, young man? I ain't got time to be angry.
The spaceship from here.
That's a bolt. There's nothing in there.
In that damn junkyard.
I bet there's not even a hole here. That's not even a hole. I mean, it's kind of like glass.
I digress.
But still.
Do you have this?
Okay, here you go.
All 5. Here they are.
Kyle, would you ever touch on Warhammer 40K stuff? I've never played
We
it.
can proceed with the next.
I don't know anything about it. Top 5 sciencey movies, says Dead Critic. Interstellar. This is not in number 1 order. Interstellar, Deus Ex, Alien, have to give me some more time.
In the junkyard. I know it's a lot to ask, so I'm willing to.
Okay, let's do it.
Together we can capture that spaceship.
Let's do it.
I knew I could count on you. Let's go.
There's a Deus Ex movie? Oh, Ex Machina. Sorry.
Form the wheel.
I knew I was going to mess it up. Ex Machina is an amazing film. Form the wheel. Hacky sack? You guys sacking? You guys want to hit around this sack over here? Sack it up? Oh, you got to moisturize. Oh, so we're not going to. So we're not. Sorry, I misunderstood, guys. I'm gonna take this sack back over here.
The time has come. The Hub's grand plan can enter its next.
What other science movies? So sciencey movie, like I've there's a lot of good. I mean, The Matrix. I mean, The Matrix has got to be up there.
Thanks to our mercenaries.
And right now, because I can't think of anything else, Dread. For a science fiction movie. But in terms of like sciencey movies, Ex Machina and Interstellar are up at the top there. I haven't seen Arrival. I know. Chat's about to explode. I haven't seen Arrival. I know. I'm sorry. I'm afraid to watch it because it's gonna do things to me. Dread is slept on. It is one of my favorite sci-fi movies ever. No, I know it's so good. Chat, I know.
Should've just run.
But I'm thinking of Hill House. We're gonna watch Annihilation soon. But in terms of, I'm not gonna fire any shots this time. In terms of science-y movies, like movies that are like, I bet Arrival is, from what I understand, I bet that's up there. Beautiful Mind's pretty good. I gotta think while I'm shepherding these weirdos around. Fifth Element. Fifth Element's a great sci-fi movie. I'm trying to think of like movies with like scientific, like Interstellar is like the great example of that. Taking like black holes and that and expanding upon it and the physics of it. That's why Ex Machina is so good. Basically doing what I'm doing with Curie right now, like Turing tests and sentient robots and all that stuff, and it's really interesting. I'm trying to think of something like that takes like a not just more science than science fiction, you know what I mean? Where it's exploring a scientific idea. Get wrecked. Shoot it in the face. Ow, my body. Ow, my body. The Martian's pretty good. Event Horizon. Definitely more science fiction-y, but one of my favorites. Kyle, are sentient robots a real possibility? Well, to answer this shortly, I don't think consciousness is substrate dependent, which is a fancy way of saying that I don't think sentience depends on meat. And so I think that if you can make the same complex connective organism in silico, if you can replicate a brain in non-organic materials like silicon and transistors and whatnot, I don't see why. I see no physical scientific reason why you couldn't have the same kind of consciousness in not meat. So therefore, yeah, I believe in theory sentient robots are possible, but we'd first have to figure out how to make an information processing system as complicated as the brain, which it seems like we're starting to approach with things like ChatGPT, which is interesting. I mean, nowhere near, well, not nowhere near, but getting closer to general intelligence, but not quite there. Plants are sentient? No, they're not. Not by the definition of there's no good reason to believe that plants have a feeling of what it's like to be them. You know what I mean? All right, let's take down this spaceship, weirdies. I mean, let's secure the area. Don't worry, Curie and I got it. Right after I eat these 200-year-old deviled eggs. Can you imagine that? Where do you draw the line on the type of system? I don't know. I don't know what will instantiate sentience in silico. But it seems like so right now what we are doing is trying to replicate information processing systems that act like human brains, because we know consciousness occurs in human brains in neural networks. But that doesn't mean there's no actual theoretical reason why a neural network is the way. It's just we're starting with it because we know that it works. Same reason why when we look for exoplanets, we start with Earth-like planets for life, because we already have the one data point that says life is on a planet that's like Earth. That is not to say other planets unlike Earth can't have life. It's just we're starting in the most likely spot that we would think of. Oh, chat. Chat. I feel like I'm talking a lot. Kyle, are you an adventurous eater? No, not at all. I have like plain cheeseburgers. I'm more of like the kind of eater where if I find one thing that I like, I will eat it forever, for the rest of my life, with no variation. What did that guy say? Does someone out there need me to kick their ass? You know it, baby.
Your pulse and vital signs are still within
within acceptable parameters. What would you eat in the post-apocalypse? I would go for first. I would start. Basically, chat. If you saw the Last of Us HBO series, look at the Bill and Frank episode. That's basically what I would do. I would go to every big box store and I would get all of the non-perishable food items that I can. Everything canned, everything long-term. That's what I would don't prioritize like crops and stuff like that. Prioritize getting long-lasting foodstuffs in the apocalypse, first and foremost. I'm so proud of you for not saying you would eat human flesh first of it. That's pretty far down the line. Not to say that I wouldn't try it, but the situation would have to be pretty dire. Where are these little... Oh, that's a big one. He's an annihilator. Oh, here we go. That's one shot, two shot. This weapon is way too good. Human flesh gives you mad cow. To be more accurate, human brains tend to have the prions in them, and you wouldn't want to eat human brains. Prions being misfolded proteins that can misfold other proteins, and it's incurable, and you always die, and it's terrifying. Kyle, are you a prepper? Do you have a go bag? As many people in the facility know, that I am only making content so that I can save up enough money to live underground. I want to repurpose a nuclear missile silo or something that's already made, just to save on costs, and then I want to live down there in the middle of nowhere forever. And you'll never see me again. Physically. In video, maybe. But once I'm in a bunker, I mean, I can just whittle sticks all day, chat. The bros in the chat will understand. You ever see a good whittling stick, guys in the chat? Just a good whittling stick, a stick you could just like really just whittle down. Can I live underground with you, Kyle? You got to get in line. I think I have a plasma grenade equipped. Death from above! Death from below! This weapon is too good. It trivializes... I love saving ammunition here, but it really does trivialize a lot of these fights. Ah! What the hell happened? New patron tier to live with Kyle underground? That'd be a hell of a tier, though. Yeah, see, chat. I feel like you're missing part of my point. Is that I want to... Invisible? I want to live underground to get away from people. I think that's what you're missing. I love the plasma rifle. You identify yourself. Cult level membership, Kyle? Well, I do kind of look like Jared Leto, and he is kind of culty.
Open and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have nothing all.
Too many people, not enough science video games. I know. Like, wouldn't that be amazing? Like, chat, just think of that for a second. What if, like, I was like, I continue doing this in science videos and stuff like that, but you know that I am actually in an underground bunker somewhere. Like, how many people would tune in for that kind of thing? Like, guys, you gotta check this. You gotta check this out. This guy's playing Fallout from actually a nuclear bunker somewhere, and no one knows where he is. Like, come on, that's just content up the wazoo right there. No, I don't know if Shad's the best, chat. I think he's had a couple of pretty serious missteps. You're hotter than Jared Leto. I don't know. I'm just running around in circles reading chat, basically. I mean, once you realize that Jared Leto is like 51 right now and he still looks like that, I can't deny. I gotta see a game's gotta recognize game. He looks great for 51. even though I hear he's kind of a prick. All right. Get. Who else is here? I don't have time to look at your giant fake gorillas. Where is this thing? Come out. Robot. There you are. Oh, wait. Never mind.
Scan area secure.
He did a love letter to AI art video? Woohoo! That's a quick way to get you yeeted out of a lot of communities, huh? I'm 65 and I'm in great shape, says Philly. Hey, nice. I'm proud of you for staving off entropy for as long as you have. It's not easy. Chat, how old do you think I am? Guys, we gotta walk faster than this. Oh, I think they were supposed to join. I didn't hit the trigger, and they were supposed to fight all these things with me, but I did that by running around in circles. So now they're just gonna slowly. 34, 35, 32, 31, 93, 31, 34, 34, 35, 33, 30, between 28 and 32, 36, 35, 35, 35, negative 21, 87. 34, 38. I will say that many of you are correct. 17, 32. Yes, many of you are correct. I will say that. 28. Ooh, look at me. I'm a fancy little boy. Oh! Kill it! Bam! Headshot. Chat, don't try to look me up on Wikipedia. 21, 21. Do I have 30, 30, 30, 31, 31, 32, 32. Here we go. We have 131 going on. Don't try to look me up on Wikipedia, chat, because it will say that I'm a 7-foot-tall black man who played for the Mavericks. And I'm not saying I'm not
What a glorious battle.
that.
You were magnificent. I promised you a payment. This gun was passed
I do have a
down
pretty nasty jump shot that I practiced with the Mavericks, but I'm not a 7-foot-tall black man who played for the Dallas Mavericks. Kyle just looks like an average mid-30s guy who hasn't smoked. You look average.
himself. Take great care of it.
Yay! Oh, I have 0 rounds. I think I can modify this thing too.
I need to get that spaceship powered up again, but we don't have any fusion cores.
Don't worry, girl, I got
some
you.
Extra ammo for the hub's gun that I can give you if you
Chat, don't let all this white hair that I'm getting fool you. I'm growing it out, the white hair on my face, because Arya loves it.
I'll be glad to help.
Good. Once you get it powered up, we can work.
Chat, you don't need to try to dox me right now. Like, that'd be like sick if you like didn't do that. I was just asking you to guess. And I don't doesn't matter what age I actually am. I'm wondering what age you think I am. Depending on, you know, my sweet looks and stuff. Oh, you mean like one of these? Why don't you just pick one of these up, you dummies? Wear your helmets. Ow, ow. It's an alien. Kill it.
All right. Still in one piece.
I love this gun. Google has your age. Oh, yeah, we'll see. How old do you feel? Well, I'll tell you, I don't feel young. Famous Birthdays has you 34, almost 35. What does Famous Birthdays know? All those websites are weird, chat. What is my net worth according to Google? I bet that will tell you something interesting too. Wait, I already took that Star Core. If you do that early, it This looks like the art from Super Jail. So I guess it doubles up, huh? That's weird. Because I've already been here. Have you played Fallout 76? I played it the first week it came out, and then I stopped. I don't know, I gotta tell you, now that I've been starting doing some of these consistent trainer workouts for the last week, I do feel pretty good right now.
Nice.
Do you have an Obama or Biden voice in your repertoire? Not really. Not good enough to do. Not good enough to do a donation incentive, which we didn't get anywhere near close on today. Man, we smashed it last time. I guess no one wants to hear Australian. It's okay. I don't care. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take everything. Chat, what does it say my net worth is? Internet's consensus says your net worth is somewhere between 100K and 500K. I will tell you that that's wrong, but I'm not going to say in which direction.
Got it.
Beep boop. What are you studying? Tula Spinny? And you're about to spin around? I thought you were Curie for a second. You put on a spacesuit. Close your mouth when you're talking to me. Do you think this freaking AI will take over content creation at some point? I just wrote and filmed a video about AI and what I think is coming from AI, and you'll have all my thoughts there. But I will tell you that I am on the spectrum from very excited to very scared. I'm closer to very scared. I'll tell you that. Usually I have my rocket suit on for this, and I just skip all this by rocket boosting up there. Forget how to get to this stupid little...
Please step into the open and identify yourself.
Okay, chat. We have secured the ship. We have to help them. Now, I don't know the other... I've only had one... Actually, I've had two outcomes for this quest. And I don't know what the other one... Oh, wait. Chat, I think you can activate it for them with less... Because they only need 3. If you put 3 in, one ending happens, and if you put 4 in, a different ending happens. And I want to see both. Because I think both are fun, if I remember correctly. So let's save there, because I want to see both of these endings, because one of them is quite funny.
Hey there.
The lights! It's amazing. You've done it.
No problem, weird lady.
Spaceship, everyone. We need to run a test of the system. Come inside with us and turn it on. You'll see that the hub's prophecy is true.
4 cores kills them. I think that's what I did on the first playthrough. I made the spin too powerful, and they just exploded. I work in AI, and sometimes it feels like I'm facilitating Armageddon. Okay, so we have helped the people. Now they're going. There's science time here. Now they're basically going into this spinny ride of a theme park. Now what spinny rides do, chat, use centrifugal and centrifugal force and centrifugal force. Okay. Now why do we call centrifugal and centripetal forces fake forces? Why do we call them fake forces? That is because outside of a particular reference frame, those forces go away. Okay? So what do I mean? I mean that when you are in the reference frame of inside of the ship, you can explain the forces that you feel on your body, like you feel like you're being thrown outwards and pushed to the side of the ship. You can explain that with a force that is pushing outwards from the center of rotation. You can feel that. And likewise, you can feel, it feels as though the walls are pushing up on you with a force. The spinning itself is, it feels like the act of spinning is pushing you away. And that, it is useful to talk about centripetal and centrifugal forces inside of that reference frame, that spinning reference frame. You are in a reference frame that is spinning. And in that reference frame, it makes sense, and it's useful. You can calculate forces. Every Physics 101 student does that. I did it. But in a system outside of that, in inertial reference frame, outside of the spinning reference frame, what you can see is what those forces can be explained by the interaction of the inertia of the object coming into contact with the surface. And so, as you spin around in a circle, your body wants to, at every point in that circle, continue out in a perfectly straight line tangent to that motion. That's the inertia. Objects in motion tend to stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. That outside force is the wall, and that's what's keeping you in the circular motion. Without the wall pressing, without the reactionary force on the wall, from the wall, rather, you wouldn't continue to move in a circle. You would just go out in a straight line forever. You'd fling outwards. And you can see the same thing if you spin. Imagine spinning a rock on the end of a string and then cutting the string. It will fly off in a straight line. And if you do it in space, if you were to do that in space, it would fly out in a straight line forever. So in that outside reference frame, there is no centrifugal or centripetal forces. You don't need them to explain what is happening. They disappear. And that's why we call them fictitious forces. But, like I said, they are useful inside of that reference frame, which is why we still talk about it on Earth. How many G's to make you a red smear on the wall? So in a rotating, when you want to build, this is all from research for other stuff that I've done, but humans like 1G. And humans, because we've evolved to endure 1G of gravitational acceleration, of course, 9.81 meters per second, or 32.2 feet per second. Would that mean the wall force is equal to the centripetal force? Yes? Someone correct me on that. But I believe the normal force from the wall on your body would be what you consider the centripetal force, but it is not. It is not a force. It is not the opposite of this imaginary force that's flinging you outwards. There's nothing pushing you outwards, is what I'm getting at. Someone confirm that the centripetal force is equal to the normal force in the outside reference frame. Thank you, chat. Anyway, when you're building like a rotating space station, if you were to build one, you'd want it, and you rotate, again, because these forces in the frame make you, in a rotating reference frame, make you feel as though you're being pushed against the surface. And so, if you spin it at a certain rate, RPM, you can get a angular acceleration that mimics 1G on Earth. And so when you are standing on the outside edge, or the inside edge, rather, of this rotating thing, you will feel 9.81 meters per second worth of acceleration outwards, and you will feel your weight. That's how you create artificial weight in space. So you want that at 1G, but it's not just that. You could create 1G in a very small ring, right? Like this ship. But we know that from human experiments, we know that anything over like 1 to 3 RPM of the system will make humans feel sick. And so you want a space station large enough so it can spin slow enough in terms of RPM, but give you the angular acceleration that equals the acceleration on Earth. Okay. And that's how you create artificial gravity in space. From Google, the centrifugal force is very real if you were in a rotating reference frame. Yes, that's what I said. Causing objects to accelerate away from the center of motion. Yes, I said that. Thank you for your confirmation. So, to answer your question, what turns you into a streak of red paste? I don't know. It would be an extreme amount of G's. I mean, humans can take extreme G forces for very small periods, and very small G forces for long periods. Car crash G's. I mean, hundreds to thousands of G's it would take. 100 G's, I think, is where you start to get into the death zone. Anyway, if anyone wants to confirm that the centripetal force is equal to the normal force in a non-rotating reference frame, that'd be great. Thank you. Isn't 9G enough to pass out? Yeah. Is that? Shit, I thought those ambient sounds were in my blast room right now. Okay, let's see what happens. Off with you to space.
By the Haupt, it's working.
Oh, that's making me feel sick. Chat, look away. If it makes you feel sick.
I'm seeing visions.
Ugh, I think I'm gonna puke.
Chat, if you're photosensitive, look away.
It worked. It actually worked. We couldn't have done it without.
So they just saw space visions, chat. Oh. Is that it? You guys are done? Is the quest over? Is the quest over? You can turn around with the ride and avoid the nausea. I was trying to. It wouldn't let me. I've done that before. These weirdos. So these guys just confused a religious experience with spinning, which is kind of funny. Okay. That is ending number 1. I know some of you haven't seen ending number 2. So we're going to do that. Some of you haven't seen ending number 2. Yeah, Rex, you're way late. The stream's going to be over in like right after these people's head explodes. Now, if you they told you they only need 3 fusion cores, but if you put in 4 fusion cores, then this happens.
You've done it. Into the spaceship, everyone.
Let's go. Surely nothing bad will happen. Don't worry. You will soon be amongst the stars. Your fusion cores have helped. And
I'm seeing visions.
And the visions, they're commencing. And now everyone can be...
I think I'm gonna puke.
Everyone is happy with the performance of this ride. And...
Something's wrong. Shut it
Oh
down.
no! We cannot... I can't stop it! All their heads fell off, chat. Their necks just separated from their bodies, chat. Chat, how did we enjoy the stream today? Huh? That is 37 science times on the day. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, that was my first experience because when I first did that mission, I figured like, okay, well, I'll give them even more cores. They didn't even ask for a fourth one. That's funny. I may have hit that blast door button a little bit early. If you have any more sciencey questions, hit me up in the next minute or two. We didn't get to our donation incentives. That's fine. If you don't want to hear me talk like Solid Snake or in Australian the whole time, I totally get that. It's annoying. This is my first time watching one of these streams. It was great. Thanks to have you. Happy to have you here, Sector C, and I appreciate your Half-Life. Largar, the one and only Mr. Sandman, happen to have you here. Janine, Hill House, ladies always in my corner. Like I was saying, if you're a member of the facility, you can watch the latest episode of Expedition Fukushima, maybe my last video from Japan, on the Patreon now live. And as of an hour ago, you can vote on the thumbnail, you can vote on the title. I let you come and help me, help you to deliver the best science that we possibly can. I hope to have you here. I know how many G's it takes to separate the skull from your body. It's not much, says Swogfish. Well, how many is it? Oh, chat, speaking of the final episodes of my Expedition Fukushima, I just got, as I told you earlier, a new tattoo. It's only halfway done. That signifies my time in Japan. Can you see? Can you see a little bit of it? Wait, I'll sync my eyebrows to the drum beat. Did you see it? Did you see what I got? Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because it's coming, it's my first tattoo to come like there's not a lot of shirts that are gonna hide that. But I have started wearing giant Billie Eilish sized, oversized shirts. That's fine. Oh, that's hard. That was a hard one. Chat, thanks for being here. Like I said, if you want to continue on this conversation after we are live, like this video, go down in the comments, say, damn, what a handsome, smart guy. Subscribe to this Chan. We're almost at 50,000. That'd be fun. Can I do a wave? Yes. Can't go the other way, though. Like this Chan, almost at 50,000. Go back to the main channel. We will be uploading that last video from Japan shortly, tomorrow, probably. I hope to see each and every one of you there. Thank you to everyone who donated today, all the new members today, all the regulars, and especially to all the regulars. I will see you right after this inside of the facility walls. But no matter where I see you, next time, next gaming stream, next main channel video, inside the facility Discord, can't wait. Until then, be nice to each other, because this is all we got. Until next time.